Hello students and teacher Cherry. Welcome to math class. We're going to discuss about factoring difference of two squares. The objective is factor polynomials in a form of two squares. Let's have a recall first. Perfect square numbers is a number made by squaring a whole number. And here are the examples. 1 squared is equal to 1. 2 times 2 is equal to 2 squared is equal to 4. 3 squared is equal to 9. And so on and so forth. Square root is a value that can be multiplied by itself to give the original number. Is equal to 2. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. Square root of 16 is equal to 4. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. And so on and so forth. Next, let's have a review to FOIL method. What is FOIL method? It is a method that we use to multiply binomials. For example, I have here quantity x plus 2 times quantity x minus 2. First, get the product of the first term. X times x is equal to x squared. Second, get the product of the outer term. X times negative 2 is equal to negative x. Third, get the product of inner term. 2 times x is equal to 2x. Last, get the last term. The product of the last term. 2 times negative 2 is equal to negative 4. So the answer for this is x squared minus 4. Next, factoring difference of two squares. It is the factors of the difference of two squares are the sum of square root of the first and second terms, the difference of their square root. So, for example, I have here x a squared minus b squared is equal to quantity a plus b times quantity a minus b, or vice versa, a squared minus b squared is equal to quantity a minus b times quantity a plus b. Here are the steps in factoring difference of two squared. Step 1. Find the a squared and b squared in the expression, yung first and second term. Step 2. Find the values of a and b by getting the root of each. Step 3. Substitute the values of a and b into the formula for difference of two squares. Next example, we have here factor x squared minus 64, and here are the steps. Step 1. Find the a squared and b squared in the expression. Here, our a squared is the first term, which is the x squared. B squared is the second term, which is 64. Next, step 2. Find the values of a and b by getting the root of each. Get the square root of x squared and 64. For a, x squared is equal to x. For second term is positive 8. Next, substitute the values of a and b in the formula for difference of two squares. Substitute. So for a squared, we have x squared minus a squared is equal to x minus 8 times the quantity of x plus 8. So that will be the factored form. Next, we have factor 25y squared minus 100. Again, here are the steps. Find the first and second term. For a squared, the first term here is 25y squared. The second term is 100. Then second, find the values of a and b by getting the root of each. Square root natin si 25y squared and square root natin si 100. We got, for the first term, 5y. Second term, we have 10. Step 3, substitute the values of a and b in the formula for difference of two squares. Substitute. So we have the factored form of quantity 5y minus 10 times the quantity 5y plus 10. Next, let's try this. Direction. Factor completely. Number 1, x squared minus 121. And here are the steps. For number 1, find the a squared and b squared in the expression first and second term. Here, the first term is x squared. The second term is 121. Find the values of a and b by getting the root of each. Square root mo yung first term and second term. We have, for first term, x. For second term, 11. Then substitute for step 3 the values of a and b into the formula of difference of two squares. So we have the quantity x minus 11 times quantity x plus 11 is the factored form for x squared minus 121. Another, m squared minus 25, and here are the steps. First step, find the a squared and b squared in the expression. The first and second term. First term here is the m squared. Second term is 25. Step 2, find the values of a and b by getting the square root of each. For first term, we have 10. For second term, we have 5. Step 3, substitute the value of a and b for the formula of difference of two squares. So we have quantity m minus 5 times quantity m plus 5. So it is the factored form for m squared minus 25. Thank you. Have a nice day.